Okay, let's start, please. Students, good evening. Welcome to another English class. Okay, I have 22 students. Let's start with the list, as you know. Please pay attention. And get your cameras, please, everybody. Okay, please, Aranibar, Claudia, Andrea. Well, Claudia Alejandra first. Claudia Alejandra. No. Aranibar, Andrea.
Present, Miss.
Where's your sister? Okay. Aratawichi, Claudia.
Present, Miss.
Bellot, Kevin.
Present, Miss.
Cáceres, Dayana.
Present, Miss.
Choque, Callata, Cristian.
Present, Miss.
Miss, se saltó mi nombre, Daniel Wells.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Danny. Number. Okay, here we have. Verso Daniel, please.
Present, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Danny. Okay, now, Christian, please.
Present, Miss.
Thank you. Guzman Galia. Galia, hello. Hello, Galia. Ignacio Cerida.
Present, Miss.
Ledesma Alejandra.
Present, Miss.
Loaiza Leonardo. Leonardo. Magni Pamela.
Present, Miss.
Mejía Wendy.
Present, Miss.
Mena Shirley.
Present, Miss.
Mendoza Nadia.
Present, Miss.
Ochoa Aguara.
Present, Miss.
Pacandi.
Present, Miss.
Pinaya Maite.
Present, Miss.
Pita Ariana.
Present, Miss.
Ispe Jocelyn.
Present, Miss.
Okay. Ramos Sheila is not here today. Torres Diana. Diana, please. Verastegui. No, sorry. Ventura Natalie.
Present, Miss.
No. Verastegui Iván.
Present, Miss.
Verastegui Lilian.
Present, Miss.
Ramírez Verónica. No, she's not here today. Siles Fabiana.
Present, Miss.
Okay, thank you, class. Please, before to continue, please repeat. Ale?
Alejandro.
Alejandra, what happened? Okay, it's okay, thank you. Now, please, students, before to continue, okay, as you know, we are in a new level. So you are going to have your first examination in that case from units 8 and 9, okay? Only 2 lessons for your first examination test. As you know, when we finish the lesson, you'll have to have your first examination, okay? So please be careful. Ok, esto por favor chicos, de repente quizá piensen como el anterior nivel va a ser de 3, no. Aquí ya cambia, ¿sí? Entonces directamente de las dos primeras lecciones que terminemos, al día siguiente su examen de estas dos unidades, 8 y 9, ¿ok? Please. Para eso, por favor, les pido siempre de que vayan siempre revisando gramática, haciendo sus workbooks. En cuanto a los workbooks, chicos, voy a mantener la modalidad anterior, ¿sí? Donde ustedes tienen que realizarlo, completar todas las actividades que tenga workbook. Después me lo convierten en PDF, lo sacan fotito, lo convierten en PDF y lo suben. ¿Ok? Eso lo voy a habilitar hasta antes del examen. Las dos unidades, ustedes ya van a ir viendo. ¿Ok? Entonces tienen todavía tiempo, si es que no lo han hecho. Por favor, ¿sí? And that's it, please. And also, talking about another homeworks from your test builder, for example, yes, you have to do again. I'm going to send you maybe on tomorrow, okay, until Friday, please, test builders, okay, depend of our lesson. The exercise too, please be careful because you have to send me, okay. Eso por favor, también hablando de test builder. Hay ciertas actividades que les voy a enviar de repente al final, bueno, la tareita, ¿no? Porque vamos, por ejemplo, a avanzar adjetivos, comparativos, superlativos y recién voy a habilitar la tarea. Ok, eso por favor les pido que estén atentos. Más porque como ustedes ven y estamos avanzando en cuanto a nuestra segunda lección, que sería la unidad 9, y para que no tengan duda de cuándo va a ser, cómo va a ser, ustedes ya lo saben, es la misma aplicación, bueno, en Google Form, right? Y en cuanto terminemos la lección, ya les voy a programar, ¿ok? Les voy a ir anticipando. Okay, now please let's continue. We are, okay. Yesterday we did our activities on page 71, right? Number exercise 1, exercise 2, talking about the pronunciation in special. Now, please, students, you have a homework for tomorrow, please. You have to write, okay? What do you have to do for tomorrow? Work in small groups? Well, in that case, you are going to do alone, okay? Compared to capital cities, you know, okay, what's the idea? You have to write sentence, okay? And you have to compare two cities, you know. For example, if you want to compare Cochabamba and Oruro, it's example, depend of you, you can compare any other cities if you want, no problem. The idea is that you have to write sentence like this. For example, you can say, oh, Cochabamba is bigger than Oruro, for example. Okay, the idea is that you have to write 10 sentences comparing these two cities, okay? You can choose, for example, if you want La Paz and Santa Cruz, you can, depend on you. Or maybe if you want to compare another cities from the world, you can maybe Paris and London, right? Or maybe Argentina or Brazil, depend on you. The idea is that you have to write 10 sentences, okay? Please, and you have to write, well, you have to use adjectives like this, okay? Pueden usar estos adjetivos, los que tenemos aquí, o de repente si gustan pueden revisar otros adjetivos, okay? But you have to follow the rules, ¿no? Siguiendo siempre las reglas, okay? Please, and here we have some examples, right? Cochabamba is bigger than Oruro, right? And something like this, depend on you. But Oruro is safer than Cochabamba, for example, right? Okay, please, for tomorrow. And if you want, you can add any photograph, depending on you. Okay, si gustan también pueden añadir alguna fotito. Depende de cada uno. Pueden hacerlo esta mano o en Word. It's okay, please. And that's it. Now, we have to continue, please, with the next page, page 72. We have to learn another grammar part. Let's start. Apparition in London, have got. Okay, we have to learn the correct use of have got. Exercise 1. Listen to Chantal, a French woman. Where does she live and work? Is she married? We have 3 questions, okay, that you have to answer me. But please, everybody, pay attention, okay? You are going to listen 3 times. At the first time, just listen, okay? Try to identify the word, the vocabulary, many new vocabulary, right? If you maybe don't understand something, yeah, you can ask me, right? No problem. And at the second time, you can answer. We have here 2 questions. Where does she live and work? The next question, is she married? Okay, so that's why let's start with the listening part. Let's start talking about Chantal. It's a famous name, right? Especially in France.
Much worse.
Okay.
Tape script 9.6. A Parisian in London.
Hello, Chantal.
Hi.
Now, you're French, but you live in London, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And are you on your own here in London?
No. I'm here with my husband, André.
Ah, okay. Do you work in London?
Yes, I do. I've got a good job. I work in a bank.
And where do you live in London? Have you got a flat?
Yes, we've got a nice flat in Camden.
Oh, great. Has Andre got a job?
Yes, he has. He's got a shop in Camden. He sells French cheese.
Wow, that's good. And tell me, have you got a car here?
No, I haven't got a car. I go everywhere on public transport. It's much easier.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your stay here.
Okay, class, please, now let's start again. Listen. Remember, you have to answer me these 2 questions and the other questions that I'm going to ask you. So please, let's start again. Let's listen.
Better than taxi drivers in London.
No, they aren't. They're much worse.
Tape script 9.6. A Parisian in London.
Hello, Chantal.
Hi.
Now, you're French, but you live in London, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And are you on your own here in London?
No. I'm here with my husband, André.
Ah, okay. Do you work in London?
Yes, I do. I've got a good job. I work in a bank.
And where do you live in London? Have you got a flat?
Yes, we've got a nice flat in Camden.
Oh, great. Has Andre got a job?
Yes, he has. He's got a shop in Camden. He sells French cheese.
Wow, that's good. And tell me, have you got a car here?
No, I haven't got a car. I go everywhere on public transport. It's much easier.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your stay here.
Okay, students, please. Let's listen one more time. Well, no, I think we can start. After that, we are going to listen again. So please, let's start with the first question. Where does she live and work? Come on.
In London.
Okay. The next, is she married?
Yes. She.
Short
Yes,
answer?
is.
Yes, she is. Yes. Can you remember the name of her husband?
Andre.
Very good. Okay. Very good, students. Now, please, what do we have to do? Let's continue with the next exercise. Number 2. Exercise 2. Listen again and complete the questions and answers. Practice them with a partner. Okay. We have to still talking about Chantal. Okay, listen, please be careful because here you are going to find a new grammar. Okay, but I think let's do that first. Okay, before to complete, let's check the grammar. Okay, and then after that, we're going to listen again, and then you're going to complete. Okay, let's start learning more about grammar. So, please, can you see here? Let's start. We have some rules to use in the correct way have got. So have and have got both express possession. As you know, students, remember the last levels, we learned have, right? The use of have. For example, okay, I can say I have a car, right? I'm using the verb. I have a car and I'm saying something that I have that is mine, right? For example, my car. I have a car. I have a cat, right? It's my pet. I have a cat, for example. And now here, as you can see, we have got. But what does got mean? Maybe it's your question now, but it's the same. Okay, have or have got is the same. Okay, we add got here in our sentence, and just this, because here we have the first rule, have and have got both express possession. So I can say I have a cat, and also I can say I have got a car, I have got a cat. Okay, depending on me. So it's the same. We use have got more in spoken English. That's the principal characteristic maybe of have got. Okay, entonces si have y have got es lo mismo, ¿no? Porque aquí de repente la pregunta es, ¿qué significa got? ¿Por qué está got aquí? ¿Cierto? Pero have y have got es lo mismo, ¿ok? The same. But we have some rules that we have to learn to use have got, and one of the principal characteristic here is that we use have got more in spoken English. So, en el inglés británico es el que más usado, ¿no? Es como que en vez de decir solamente have, los británicos prefieren have got. Ok, a diferencia de los americanos. Por ejemplo, los americanos sí van a irse directamente solo a usar have. I have a cat, I have a dog. Pero nosotros los británicos, bueno, en este inglés usamos have got. Ok, y no es por complicarse ni nada, ¿no? Pero ustedes van a ver aquí las diferencias. Ok, so let's start. Let's have a look some examples. We have I have a good job. Okay, as you can see, we have a sentence and we have the verb. I have a good job. Look at the next sentence. I've got a good job. Okay, here we have the short form, right? I have got this may be a little bit long, so we can use the short form. I've got a good job, right? I've got a good job. In that part, please, it's very important the pronunciation, right? In especially if you are going to use the short form, I've got, tiene que sonar, ¿sí? The next, as you know, in present simple, we use the auxiliary, right? Do you have a nice flat? Is the question that we learned before, right? Como ustedes saben, las preguntitas, chicos, también, ¿no? Necesariamente en el tiempo presente, sí, si es que vamos a armar nuestras preguntas con un auxiliar, tenemos que respetar la gramática, ¿cierto? Con la auxiliar. Do you have a nice flat? For example. But what happened if I want to ask my question using have got? I can say, have you got a nice flat? Oh, in that case, it's different because here I don't need any auxiliary. Okay, because can you see? We don't need do or does. No, it's not necessary. Okay, if you are going to do that kind of questions, the only thing that you have to do is write have at the beginning and then got. Have you got a nice flat? Okay, aquí ya cambia, ¿sí, chicos? Sí, nosotros de repente estamos muy acostumbrados a solamente usar el verbito have, ¿no? Y estamos más familiarizados con el auxiliar, ¿cierto? Que es bastante común. Do you have a nice flat? Does she have a nice flat? For example, right? Que solíamos usar. Ahora, aquí cambia. Si es que vamos a armar las preguntas con have got, podemos empezar nuestra pregunta con have directo como el verbo, ¿no? Have you got a nice flat? Pero aquí, chicos, importante. Have you got a nice flat? ¿Están viendo el orden? Got es importante. Tiene que estar presente porque cuidado se confundan y me pongan have you a nice flat, digamos, ¿no? No. ¿Ok? ¿Por qué? Porque aquí estamos aprendiendo el uso correcto de have got, entonces tiene que estar junto, have got. No, de repente aquí en la pregunta esté variando el orden, pero está presente, ¿no? A diferencia del have solito, si vamos a usar solito el have, ok, tenemos que usar los auxiliares. Pero si es que decidimos el have got, entonces ya saben, siempre have got, ¿ok? Y tenemos la misma pregunta. Do you have a nice flat? ¿Tienes un bonito departamento? The next, have you got a nice flat? The same. ¿Tienes un bonito departamento? Lo mismo. Okay. The next, we have a negative sentence. She doesn't have a car, right? Can you remember? She doesn't have a car, right? Okay. The next, she hasn't got a car. We have the negative sentence with have got. In that case, has got, hasn't got, right? Negative. Ok, lo mismo chicos, la misma reglita aplica para las oraciones negativas. Bueno, aquí por ejemplo, ven la forma corta, hasn't got, ¿no? Por ejemplo, aquí she doesn't have a car. Ok, de repente aquí está el auxiliar, ¿sí? Que ustedes saben que trabaja con terceras personas, ¿cierto? Aquí en nuestra oración negativa tenemos que recordar igual las reglas, ¿sí? Have, we use have with some subject and we use has with her person, right? Has with she, he, and it. Entonces eso se mantiene, ¿sí chicos? El uso del have y has se mantiene. Tanto, por ejemplo, ya sea en el uso de auxiliares o no, o directamente have got, has got, como estamos aprendiendo aquí, igual, ¿no? Entonces, si es tercera persona, igual va a estar has, no va a cambiar, no va a ser have got, no, ¿ok? Now, we are going to learn more about this. So, students, please, let's go to page 140. Vamos a revisar más gramática respecto a ambos y vamos a ver la diferencia. So please everybody, let's go to page 140. Let's have a look. Grammar of have got. And here we have got and have. Have got means the same as have. To talk about possession. Okay. En especial de repente chicos, ¿no? Este have got se enfoca mucho en cuando uno vaya a expresar lo que tiene, ¿no? No como la posesión. I have got a car, have got a nice flat, for example, right? Entonces, de repente sí, ahí está también una característica, ¿no? En el inglés británico bastante usado have got, ¿no? Y también cuando hablemos de posesión, algo que tenemos, ¿no? Algo que queramos expresar de que oh, have got a car, have got a card, right? But the form is different. Ahora, aquí la estructura va a variar, ¿ok? Eso sí tenemos que tomar muy en cuenta. We often use have got in spoken English. Don't forget, ¿ok? Entonces, esto es lo que varía. Quizá una característica también importante en el inglés británico. Now, let's have a look. Positive form, negative form, and questions. Let's start. Positive. We have the subjects, right? If we have the subjects, I, you, we, they, we have to use have. And if we have subjects in third form, he, she, it, with, has. Ok, the same. La regla que nosotros conocíamos anteriormente, have con tales sujetos, has con otros sujetos, se mantiene. Aquí lo mismo. Entonces, if we have that kind of sentence, positive sentence, we can say, I have got a garden, you have got a garden, we have got a car, they have got a garden, for example, right? The next, he, she, and it. He has got a garden, she has got a car, it has got a car, for example, okay? Entonces mantenemos esta estructura, por favor, okay? Remember the first, the subject. After that, the verb. Plus got in that case, right? Have got, has got. After that, the complement, okay? Esta estructura, chicos, en las oraciones afirmativas positivas. Let's have a look at the next part, negative sentence. The same, subject, verb, right? Haven't got, in that case, hasn't got, and the complement. Let's have a look. Let's read some examples. I haven't got a car. You haven't got a car. We haven't got a car. They haven't got a car. The next, he, she, and it, third person. He hasn't got a garage. She hasn't got a garage. It hasn't got a garage. Okay, negative sentences. Okay, aquí lo mismo, ¿cierto? Estamos añadiendo nomás not, oración negativa. haven't, hasn't. Lo que no se podía hacer solito con have, ¿cierto? Mismo puedo decir I haven't, sí, porque te acuerdo una de esas preguntas. No puedo decir directamente I haven't, ¿no? No. No se puede si es que vamos a usar solito el have, ¿no? Porque si vamos a usar solito el have, tenemos que aplicar los auxiliares. Ahora, si ustedes deciden utilizar have got, ok, pueden armar sus oraciones negativas con haven't, pero no solito, haven't got, ok, hasn't got. Sí, chicos, por favor. ¿Por qué recalco esta parte? Porque a veces cuando, por más de que estemos aclarando reglas, uno se confunde, ¿no? Ya haven't, solito haven't, ok, me queda haven't, pero me olvido del got, ¿no? Y aquí estoy aclarando. Si van a usar esta estructura gramatical de have got, recuerden completito. Haven't got, hasn't got, okay? The next, let's have a little question, and it's the interesting part because we can do that kind of questions. We can start with the verb and we can say, have I got any money? Have we got any money? Have they got any money, for example, right? We can start with the verb. Now let's have a look. The first thing, yes, the verb. After that, the subject. And then we have to write got. And then the complement, right? Have I got any money, for example, right? And also we have short answers in that kind of questions. If my question is starting with the verb have or has, I can use that kind of short answers. Yes, I have, no, I haven't. Yes, she has, no, she hasn't. It's possible, okay? So let's have a look at the next examples with has and with third person has. Has he got a sister? Has she got a sister? Has it got a sister, for example, right? So let's have a look again. The first thing that we need to write that kind of questions, the verb. After that, subject. And then got and the complement. Okay, aquí la estructura importante, ¿no, chicos? Recuerden, aquí en la pregunta ya va a variar un poco. No va a estar al ladito de have got, no. ¿No? Have the subject, have I got any money? The same. Has subject, has he got a sister? Right? Ok. Entonces aquí tenemos toda la estructura gramatical de have got. Ok. Any question here, students? Questions? It's okay.
Miss, es opcional. Miss, entonces es opcional usar el got o el have. Ambos significan lo mismo, ¿verdad?
Ajá, ambos significan lo mismo, ¿no? De repente sí hay una característica también, siempre que se hablen de algo que uno tenga, ¿no? Para expresar específicamente algo de uno, ¿no? Porque es mío. Por ejemplo, es mi celular, es mío, ¿ok? Y puedo decir, I have got a mobile phone, por ejemplo. Ok, estoy expresando algo, una posesión mía, ¿no? That's why have got means the same as have to talk about possession, ¿no? Y siempre que hablamos, que usamos el verbo have, en este caso aprendiendo have got, no siempre expresamos algo que tenemos o que alguien tiene. Entonces, sí. Ahora ustedes tienen esa opción de escoger. Pueden usar esto, ¿no? Have got, toda la estructura gramatical, ya sea oración positiva, negativa, pregunta. Pueden usarlo, ya lo tienen aquí. Ahora revisemos y recordemos la otra estructura gramatical de have, ¿no? Ahora, sí es que digamos unos, ay no, es que complicado, porque estamos añadiendo el got, ¿no? Muchas veces nos tendemos a complicar y pensar incluso que es difícil, pero no, solamente es añadir got, ¿no? Incluso es mucho más sencillo, más simple, si ustedes se fijan, chicos, ¿no? Pero algunos dicen, no, es que me complica el got, ¿dónde tiene que estar el got? Y cómo las respuestas cortas, si antes no era así, ¿cierto? Sí, entonces, si digamos lo ven así, no hay problema, pueden manejar también la otra estructura gramatical con los auxiliares, ¿no? Ahora, si les gusta más este, perfecto. ¿Ok? Es the same, es lo mismo. ¿Ok? Ahora recordemos, por favor, y veamos las diferencias. ¿Ok? Here we have positive form. ¿Ok? We have for that kind of sentence, which are positive, we need the subject, the verb, and the complement, right? Let's start. I have a garden, you have a garden, we have a garden, they have a garden, right? The next, third person working with has. He has a cat, she has a cat, it has a cat, right? Positive sentence. Let's have a look at the negative. Okay, in the negative sentence, I need to use the auxiliaries. And we have, I don't have a car. You don't have a car. We don't have a car. They don't have a car. Let's have a look at it with the third person. He doesn't have a car. She doesn't have a garage, for example, right? Ahora, si va a ser las oraciones negativas, chicos, ustedes saben, el solito have no puede ir. Necesita necesariamente los auxiliares, ¿cierto? Entonces aquí, I don't have